Coach, a couple games under your belt, exhibition style, but still games nonetheless. You can evaluate a little bit. Can you compare like Valley City and then to Newtown on the difference between the two games?
Yeah, the best thing for us is to be able to get some stuff on film, to be able to watch with our guys. So we'll be able to really break that down today, and we'll have a bunch of film sessions with teams, with our team, and also with individual players to kind of look at some good and bad from both those. So that'll be pretty valuable. I thought before Thursday we'd only actually played live basketball one time in practice. I think we'd had like 6 or 7 practices. So Thursday was good, just to get up and down and do some different, see some different things that we hadn't practiced yet. And then Saturday, I thought we looked a little bit more like we knew what to expect in game action. So Thursday night, much better offensively. Friday night, much better defensively. So that's both good and bad. Good that we played better on one game, but bad that I thought we didn't play great defensively at all the first night, and I didn't think we played great offensively the second night. So it just kind of gives us a lot of stuff to look at on tape that we think we can do better, and that we think we can execute better and that sort of thing. And then kind of played a lot more young guys the first game, and kind of played some mixed in a few new guys the second game as well, but played more of the guys that are probably going to be playing with us a lot this year. So that was good to be able to kind of have those 2 quick games and just be able to get out there and play against somebody else and try to kind of see some different lineups as well. So just trying to figure out who we're going to put at what spot, and then kind of see who's playing well together. And it's tough when you're early. It's nice to have a couple weeks now before we play because we literally had some guys on the court together that have never played 5-on-5 together in those games. But it's good to be able to get that on film and watch and kind of see what we like and see who we think can, what lineups can be out there and that sort of thing. So no substitute really for game minutes and game experience. And some of those guys, I think we had like 6 guys that got out there for us for the first time in their career or something, 5 or 6. So that's pretty valuable for them too. And then to be able to sit today and really break it down and say, here's what you did well, and here's what you need to do better, and kind of see those things and let everything slow down. Today, this afternoon will be a really valuable film experience for our guys, I think, and that's going to be some great teaching, and we're going to be doing a lot of teaching here for the next 3 days to kind of make sure we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, so how do your rotations kind of compare between like the exhibition and non-conference schedule to when you're playing in the NSIC, do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, you definitely want to try to get as many guys out there as possible in those exhibitions, and we have one more scrimmage, I guess, that we'll play this weekend, and try to get some other guys out there that maybe didn't get out there. There's a few guys that haven't got out there yet for us, and get them running up and down, so they have some film to watch as well. You can learn from watching other guys, but it's pretty valuable to be able to kind of play, evaluate yourself afterwards, and then watch it on film and kind of see what you need to do better. So this week when we play, we'll scrimmage this week as well, and we'll try to get those things down. And then, from that point in time, and right now we're still trying to figure out who's going to be out there and how much they're going to be out there. So it's kind of, we have a few known factors probably that are going to be playing a lot of minutes, but other guys, there's some really good position battles, whether that's for a starting spot and a backup spot, or whether that's for the amount of time. Are you going to split it 20 minutes and 20 minutes between 2 guys at a spot, or is one guy going to play 30 and the other guy 10, or where's that going to fall? So we still have a lot to shake out here, in the next 2 weeks before we play, and really those 6 preseason games we have as well, some things will shake out, and I'm sure there's some guys that didn't play well in those first 2 exhibitions that'll play better, and hopefully guys will continue to step up, and as they get experience, especially those new guys, can kind of say, oh, that's why we've been working on that. That's what we've been doing. And a lot of those guys have a lot going through their head right now still, and I think those things will slow down, and you'll continue to see guys, new guys, be more comfortable in their spots and in their roles. And just a big week of improvement for us now that we've had a chance to play against somebody else and see what we need to do.
How open is the competition for spots compared to other seasons here at Mile State?
Oh, it's definitely really open. this year. I think we've got we've probably, most spots we've got 2 or 3 guys battling for minutes, and that's a good thing because you've got competition every day at practice, and everybody's trying to, everybody wants to play more. So guys are trying to earn those minutes by how they get their reps each day. That's a good thing because of the competition level. That's kind of tough because we're constantly mixing up who's out there and stuff, and we want to settle into it. By a week from Friday, we want to settle in and kind of know where we're going to be playing guys, and have a better script for who's going to be playing when. And that's been a little bit of a challenge just with so many new players. But all that stuff being said, it's never due to a lack of effort or enthusiasm or that sort of thing. It's sometimes due to a lack of experience or due to some things that we haven't maybe repped out as much as we need to. And that's kind of what the next 10 practices are here before we play, is just to make sure we iron out those little things that need work.
What's kind of the conditioning level of the team at the start of the year?
Yeah, I think that stuff's good. I think we had, the second game we tried to play, I think Max and Kyle played about 32 minutes. And they both said they felt good for the whole time. So some of those guys that are out there for a little bit longer are feeling good about where their body's at right now. Just a matter of kind of getting comfortable with the other guys that are out there with them at an execution level and that sort of thing. But I really like where we're at from a strength and conditioning standpoint. Now it's just up to us basketball coaches to get us at an execution standpoint.
Coach, perimeter defense seemed like it was kind of a struggle in these last few games. Is that more of just subbing guys in and not having the guys playing together, or what do you think that is?
Well, we didn't guard great on the perimeter, especially the first night. Allowed a lot of dribble penetration. I thought that was a lot better the second night, and some of it's forwards on the perimeter as well. But containing the bounce, and we're guarding a little bit differently this year. So making it a habit. The angles that you're closing out at, where you're forcing guys to put the bounce down, and then making sure that we have guys in help side when you do get beat. Some of those things sound pretty simple and guys know, but the way that we're rotating this year is a little bit different, and there's some minor changes. So just repping that out, and I think that's what's so valuable is guys, even on Friday after we played Thursday, are able to say, oh, now I'm starting to see why we're working on that in practice every day and why we're doing that in a short film session on Friday before we played against Saturday. I thought there was some really good steps forward on that from Thursday to Saturday. And that's kind of, the plan is to go play close to back-to-back games because that's what we're going to play most of the year, and try to see if we can get better that second day. Defensively, we certainly did. I thought offensively we were a little some of it is we just didn't make shots. We missed a ton of open shots on Saturday night. I think we're 2 of 19 from 3. And that obviously makes your offense look pretty poor when that happens. I liked a lot of the shots, not all of the shots, but I liked a lot of them, and we'll talk about that today in films as well. But just trying to get, starting with the defensive end, you got to guard to be successful, and I like the steps forward we took from those first 2 games in that aspect.